It's prime time. It's prime time. Talk TV. Talk TV. We're letting you know. We're letting you know.
Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's your man Prime Time, and you already know you're on Prime Time Talk TV. And yeah, I'm back at you with another good video, and you already know the routine. Once you enter my house, wipe your feet off, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next latest and greatest videos like these.
For Prime Time.
To this day.
Oh man, let's go ahead and jump on into this video, shall we? How about your boy Jermaine Ortiz? Yeah, the boxer Jermaine Ortiz, the guy that everybody said upsetted Lomachenko in his last fight. A lot of people gave it to him, on their cards. Even I had him slightly winning. You could definitely give it a draw. So Jermaine Ortiz stock has risen after, that close battle with Lomachenko. So that right there put him in the talks of a whole lot of other fights at 135. By him moving up and taking the Lomachenko fight and this, that, and the third, it landed him in a lot of talks. And so he was being interviewed by Fight Hype, and, he just basically went into saying that, which, I never thought he would say that, but he said out of his own mouth that he feels as though he's the only one that can beat Shakur Stevenson. Yeah, that's right, y'all. He said he feels as though he's the only one in 135 that can beat Shakur Stevenson. And even he gave Devin Haney his props. He said, Devin Haney's the man, of course, the guy that's interviewing said, man, well, without the belts, forget the belts, But that's the thing I hate, why everybody got to forget the belts, man? Why? Why is this new age boxing fan is all about social media followers? Who can punch the hardest? Who got the most calls? Who got the most braids? Who got the most tattoos? It ain't even about belts no more. That's what gets, gets my daggone blood boiling a little bit. But Jermaine Ortiz, being a stand-up guy, he said that, hey, at 135, look, Devin Haney the man. He the one got all the belts. And he's a good boxer. Said he uses his range well, gave him his props. But of course, nobody else gonna do that. The interviewer definitely didn't do that. But needless to say, he basically, answered all the questions the right way. And, rightly so. He said that his style, he feels as though is the best made for a Shakur Stevenson. Hey, honestly, I would love to see that fight. With Shakur Stevenson moving up to 135, that would be a very good test. And it would be a good rebound fight for Jermaine Ortiz. Jermaine Ortiz actually beat Jamel Herring, and and Jamel Herring pretty much retired off of that. And Shakur Stevenson actually beat Jamel Herring and took his belt. So I feel as though it makes for a good fight. It makes for a good story. A good teller to take. Both of the guys beat Herring as well, so they all got something in common. Herring would be somebody good I would love to interview and ask, hey, how was it in the ring with both fighters, and which fighter is the best of the two, in a comparison of a fight. But with that being said, we can analyze it ourselves. Shakur Stevenson, just a very, very good rangy fighter. I think he would use his spacing a lot better in time. Jermaine Ortiz, to a point to where he would outscore him and outbeat him. The only way Jermaine Ortiz would actually win a fight against Shakur Stevenson, he would have to take it to Shakur, make it uncomfortable for Shakur. Because if you allow Shakur time enough to sit back and think and time you, and you're gonna get beat. Now, if you remember the old Shakur versus Devin Haney sparring match, when people say, "Oh, you're gonna be," when you saw those two guys fighting, they was brawling. You know what I mean? And that's what it's going to take. It's going to take getting Shakur Stevenson in a brawling match. If you allow him his range and his footwork to be able to move around and keep his distance, he going to pick you apart. He going to time you. He going to throw combos, and it's hit or get hit in the sport of boxing. It's only two hands. So if you're allowing yourself to get hit and beat, it's because you're allowing yourself to get hit and beat. And Jermaine Ortiz, like I said, he would have an uphill battle of fighting Shakur Stevenson. First, he would have to work on cutting off the ring. Two, he would have to work on his footwork to be able to outmaneuver Shakur Stevenson when he starts to counterpunch. If you notice, Shakur Stevenson is an excellent counterpuncher, because of his time. He got like cat-like reflexes, and that's how he was able to beat, Herring the first time when he fought him and took his belt. So, it's an intriguing fight. It's an intriguing fight. And, if Jermaine Ortiz is able to get past a Shakur Stevenson, hypothetically speaking, if he was able to get past a Shakur Stevenson, then that would warrant a Devin Haney fight. He even talked about fighting Kambosos. 135 is a stacked division, so it's so many people that Jermaine Ortiz can fight. But I'm gonna tell you who he didn't even say that name, and that's Frank Martin. Woo! But, he did explain why he didn't say Frank Martin. He said because if they're on top rank, side of the street, it's easier to get the fight made, because he really don't call the shots. So, therefore, he's going to have to rely on fighting somebody that's already signed the top rank, and that's somebody like a Shakur Stevenson. So that shouldn't be a hard fight to match. I would love to hear Shakur Stevenson remarks on, what he think about fighting a Jermaine Ortiz, and would that be a good fight for him at 135? So, hey, we're gonna see how all this stuff, unroll and how it unfolds. But, also, Jermaine Ortiz, he just came off that loss with Lomachenko. So, when can you realistically see him getting back in the ring to fight again is a whole nother question. And that's a question to be determined only by a Shakur Stevenson if he's even intrigued in fighting a Jermaine Ortiz. I feel as though it would, because it would tell the tape of how good he would fare against a Lomachenko. So, hey, he wants that Lomachenko fight. That should build up to that. And we'll see how that all goes, and we'll see how this all unfolds. So you already know the routine when you leave my house. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next latest and greatest videos here on Primetime Talk TV. And I'm on social media everywhere. Definitely go to the website, primetimetalktv.com, and cop you some merch. All right, y'all. Peace, love. I'm out till next time.